Welcome to physics class. Kepler's law of planetary motion. First law. Planetary orbits are elliptical with the sun at the focus. Second law. The radius vector from the sun to the planet sweeps equal area in equal times. Third law. The ratio of the square of the period of revolution and the cube of the ellipse semi-major axis is the same for all planets. Now we will study about the free fall, any motion involving a dropped object that is only acted on by gravity and no other force. The acceleration of the object acted on by gravity only and not air resistance is called the acceleration due to gravity, or the acceleration of free fall, or the gravitational field strength, and is represented by small g. At the surface of Earth, g is equal to about 9.8 meter per second square. We often round that to 10 meter per second square to make calculation easier. When the only force acting on an object is gravity, the object is said to be in free fall. An object in free fall is accelerating. Do you know why? In free fall, the force of gravity is an unbalanced force which causes an object to accelerate. Characteristics of the free fall. There are two important characteristics of the free falling objects. First one, free falling objects do not encounter air resistance. Second one, all free falling objects on the earth accelerate downward at a rate of 9.8 meter per second square. The acceleration due to gravity is denoted with the symbols Ag or G on the surface of the earth. Let us take an example to understand free fall. Near the surface of Earth, this acceleration due to gravity is 9.8 meter per second square. For example, suppose an object is dropped from a top of a building at a starting velocity of 0 meter per second. After 1 second, its velocity has increased to 9.8 meter per second. After 2 seconds, its velocity is 19.6 meter per second. Means 9.8 meter per second plus 9.8 meter per second. After 3 seconds, velocity will be 30 meter per second, after 4 seconds, 40 meter per second, and after 5 seconds, 50 meter per second. While it may seem hard to believe at first, all objects in the free fall accelerate at the same rate regardless of their masses. The two falling objects in the figure on the right demonstrate this principle. Air resistance. Despite the fact that all objects are supposed to fall at the same rate, you know that this is not always the case. For example, an oak leaf flutters slowly to the ground while an acorn drops straight down. Objects falling through the air experiences a type of fluid friction called air resistance. Gravity causes object to accelerate downward, whereas air resistance acts in the opposite direction and reduces acceleration. Falling objects with a greater surface area experiences more air resistance. In a vacuum where there is no air, all objects fall with exactly the same rate of acceleration. The air resistance increases with velocity. As a falling object speeds up, the force of air resistance becomes greater and greater. Now compare topics. In air, objects fall at different speeds in air. Second pick, both objects fall at same speed in a vacuum. We say that an apple falls toward the earth due to the gravitational pull of the earth on it. As a reaction, the apple also exerts an equal force of attraction on the earth in the opposite direction. But then, why do we not see the earth rising towards the apple? The answer to this question is provided by the Newton's second law of motion, according to which force is equal to mass into acceleration. From here, we can also derive the formula A equal to F by m, means acceleration equal to force on mass. That is, for a given force, acceleration produced varies inversely as the mass. Now, force on the earth is equal to the force on apple. But mass of earth is too large as compared to the mass of apple. Therefore, acceleration produced in earth is too small to be seen. That is why Earth is not seen rising toward the apple. Mass of object does not affect the motion. Shape of object does not affect the motion. All objects fall at the same rate in the vacuum, according to Galileo. Expression for acceleration due to gravity. Consider a body of mass m near the surface of Earth. Mass of object m. Mass of Earth capital M. Radius of Earth r. The force acting on the body is gravitational force of the Earth. The magnitude of the gravitational force acting on the body due to the Earth is given by F equal to G, which is universal gravitational constant, m, mass of Earth, small m, mass of object, upon r square, radius of Earth, r. Consider this equation as equation 1. This gravitational force F produces acceleration equal to g in the body of mass m. So according to Newton's second law of motion, F is equal to ma. But we have to replace this acceleration with the acceleration due to gravity here. Suppose this is second equation. Equating equation 1 and 2, we have mg equal to gmm upon r square. It will cancel out. Now we get g equal to gm upon r square. This is desired expression, relation between small g, acceleration due to gravity, and capital G, universal gravitational constant. Equation 3. This equation 3 shows the acceleration due to gravity does not depend on the mass of the object or body. Thus, all the objects, hollow or solid, big or small, should fall at the same rate. Thanks for watching.